So, I didn't do drugs, right? I didn't even really smoke pot because it made me paranoid. And I was working on my spiritual gifts, so I was like, well, let me be a Reiki master, right? And when I went to, and I was having kids, and I knew you could uh, test them, so I didn't want to smoke weed and then battle in custody. And anyways, so I'm in California in my 20s, and this is right off, like right around Maui, okay? And so this is kind of funny, but so here I am, and I was calling back to Mexico and back to the reservation, and motherfucker threw my phone out the window or something because it goes missing. So I'm sitting there without a fucking phone for a while too. And so now here I am, and I'm talking to the one in California, and she's telling me in the car that she feels a funeral coming on, and so I didn't really understand it, and I was just like, okay, I didn't take it as a threat. I probably should have, especially here today in today's world, but I just remember there were some bumps in that course right there, and so either way I kept going back anyways because I did go back there, and I'm sitting in a fucking crime scene, and there's blood all over the couch, and I'm going through these belongings while they're putting this bullshit story in there. Okay, and this is the one that I called my sister. And either way, so that funeral did come to fruition, and it came from this one over here that I have a hard time with because, she's the one who fucking did drugs till she was 30-something years old, and I'm the one always in trouble. And then I get to hear her fucking whine and complain, and I'm like, dude, come on, dude, was it really that bad growing up in fucking California? Getting to fucking spend your whole entire life partying with musicians? It must have been really fucking hard. But I mean, so either way, we grew up different, and I grew up with that strict structure, and my dad was that way too, like my dad was really strict, and he was also really generous, and we had things like airport day where all the kids got to go and fly on airplanes and stuff like that. I'd swim in the irrigation ditches, and it was fun. I'd be there at work with everybody, and it was safe. I'd pick walnuts and